Hello, and don't worry, I've got it all figured out. I did some research and I found that the average seagull weighs about 4 pounds and has about a 4-foot wingspan, which means its body weight to wingspan ratio is about 1 to 1. So, in order to get elephants to fly, the average brush elephant weighing about 12,000 pounds, they're going to have a wingspan of a little over 2 miles. Now that we've got that taken care of, I'm still here for George, Pablo, and Seth. Sorry it's been so long, George, or Jorge, as it were. And Seth from Mobile, Alabama, thank you so much for those CDs. I'm really enjoying them. All right, you were all wrong with your guesses. I'm sorry. But to be honest, I didn't know that this song existed before you guys brought it to my attention, and it's a lovely little story song. And it's a jam song. There's just one guitar, and it sounds like he's just doing like whatever he feels like. So this one's going to be a little different. I'm not going to show you exactly how to play the song. That would be rather untenable, unreasonable, because it's just different all the time, and there's no real pattern to it. But I will show you the things that happen and give you the tools to figure it out to the extent that you want to. So we have our guitar in open D, thanks to our video yesterday. If you didn't watch it, I'll put the link in the description so you can go put your guitar in open D. Nice big beautiful open D chord, which means now that this is a D. So by the same token, if we put our finger all the way across on a fret, just like when we did open C for Burden in My Hand, this is, for instance, an A chord. This would be a G chord. Keep that in mind. All right, so when he's doing the twinklings, what we need to figure out is, since this song is obviously in the key of D, you don't have to know anything to guess that right, we need to figure out the D major scale on the G, the B, and the E string. So let's start with the G string, because there's a lot of this going on. That's the G string 8th fret, 10th fret, and 12th fret. So why does that work and why does it sound good? 12th fret now, since we retuned our guitar, is no longer a G. It is now an F sharp. So if you remember, or if you just watched it because you paused me and went back, the notes of the D major scale, that's an F sharp. That's the 3rd note of the D major scale. Go down 2 frets, that's an E. 2 more frets is a D. Then we have a C sharp, that's the 7th note of the major scale. Down to B, and we can go all the way down to A, and even, yeah, that's as far as I want to go there. A, good. So those are your notes on the G string. 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 3. You good at G on the 1st fret. You feel like it. Next, the B string, which is no longer the B string, it's the A string. So 12th fret is an A. 12 would be A. 14 would be B. Back to A. Back to you, A. A. G is the 10th fret. Followed by F sharp 9. E7. Not the chord E7. E on the 7th fret of the now A string. D, that's our root note. That's why that sounded so satisfying. And then C sharp. That's good for there. C sharp, B, A is open, of course. And then our used to be E, now D string. That's a D. That's our root note of this whole thing. 11 is C sharp. It's starting to sound like a lullaby song. 9 would be B. You don't have to memorize the names of these notes, by the way, just the frets. Write it down. Make a little chart for while you're noodling. And as you noodle, what you'll find as over the course of time, you will start to build associations with notes and where they're supposed to be. And just like artists, painters, drawers say, not like the drawers that you put your socks in, but drawers say that drawing and painting is about seeing. Obviously, we can all see, right? But learning to associate how that curve was made, right? So then I can take it with my pencil, which I cannot draw. But hearing is really the same thing. So as you're doing this, what you're training yourself to do is hear, and not the ability to detect sound pressure with your ears. You already have that. But the ability to recognize and associate with notes so that you can create things on purpose rather than just because I said that the note was on this fret or somebody else told you how to play the song. Eventually, you're going to be able to hear what's going on and know how to do it, just like artists can see what's going on and know how to do it. Right. Point nailed into the ground, double time. Great. So we've done the G and the B and the E strings. There's a lot of this. I'm on the G string. I'm on the B string now. I just did that. I didn't really. Now, sometimes there's also different notes, so they'll go off scale, and that will make for something interesting or something not interesting. But I definitely heard D down to C every once in a while. Yeah, so that happened. And also there's a couple of times when he goes A. Remember, the 12th fret of the now A string is A. He goes to that G sharp note. You'll recognize it if you listen for it, learn what it sounds like, and then listen to the song and just make mental note of where you hear it. Great. A couple of other things happen in this song. Let's see. So recall I said this is an A. That happens, and you can continue your noodling while you do that. Oh, good God. I'm trying to like do a little slide with the... Oh, my Lord. It's hard to get your finger out of the way. What you want to do if you're trying to do that, so this is what I'm trying to do. Like give it a slide. Don't try to cover the whole chord, because obviously your pointer finger gets in the way. Or you could sort of just let go of it. There were some slidey moments over the chords. Also, he goes down to G. I was a little busy for this song, but you can do that. And it usually returns back to the open D. Had to think a lot there. One more thing I have to share with you about this song is the creepy part. F. Right? E. D. So that was our big chord on the 3rd fret, the 2nd fret, and then open. It struck me that the whatever settings, amp, pedals were being used for this song were much like I'm Open. Did anyone else feel like that? The Pearl Jam song, I Am Open. Of course. Anyways, there are the tools for you to bust out your earballs. I almost can't stop doing it. It's so fun. Video. Bust out your earballs and give a try at hacking through this yourself. Like I said, this is a jam song. I would bet the farm that if you had Stone or Mike or whoever was playing guitar in this song played again, it would never be the same twice. So no need for us to learn it note for note. That's silly. But we can learn how it's done, how it's constructed, and how to do it in our own way. So, George, Pablo, and Seth, I hope that was really helpful. I hope you find that satisfactory. That's my best guess. Obviously, no tabs, no live performances on this one, but that's what my ears told me. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is the best. You're the best. We're the best together. See you next time. Goodbye.